It's the quiet times in the morning, first thing, when you've got the beach to yourself, where you do start to really reflect on life in general. Well, I do anyway. And especially when it comes to how I spend my life. As you can probably tell from even looking at me, I've got to a certain age in life now where those sort of questions do start to come up a little bit more often. It's like, what do I want to do with the rest of my life? I probably spent the first few years just grafting and grafting and grafting. For those of you who know me a little bit better, I used to own a plumbing and heating business, and that tied me very much so to a certain specific location. And I hated that. Now, even though I got that to a stage where it was running itself, had staff, had systems, I had processes, it still wasn't giving me that geographic freedom that I really, really desired. I wanted to be able to just jump on a plane and go wherever I liked, whenever I wanted. However, I still knew that the realities of life still had to be adhered to, and I still needed a way of actually making money. And that's why I got into trading in the first place. Now, don't get me wrong, it was like everything else. Faced struggles in the first few years as well, where I couldn't work on my mindset enough, or I didn't work on my mindset enough. I went between strategies consistently. That was actually probably the only consistent thing I did do, was change strategies. However, when I locked in, and then I worked out that, especially if you want to do this abroad, you do need to have a system in place, because the moment your environment changes, that will also then have an effect on your trading style. So you do need to prepare in advance for what you will do whilst you're abroad in order to maintain your trading strategy and then keep the money coming in whilst you're away. But you know what? When you crack it, you can come to places like this anytime you like, jump on a plane, and you'll still be making money. So my advice would be, first and foremost, if you want to get into trading, is to try and think exactly what it is that you want to achieve. Because if you don't want this type of stuff, then you could do more intraday trading and you will be tied to a chart more often. However, if it's geographic freedom, if it's your time back, then more of a swing strategy might suit you better.